I'm Apples. My girlfriend Bean and I have a 2-year-old Minecraft survival world, and together we've built hundreds of custom trees. I've been designing all these trees so far, but we have so many more trees to design, so it's about time I teach Bean and you.
But we live in a van together traveling the country, so there's never any shortage of inspiration. Which is why today we're going to attempt to build these beautiful yellow cottonwoods that we've been seeing in our recent travels.
By the end of this video, Beans and you watching at home can confidently begin your custom tree journey. Let's get into it. First step of building any custom trees is to find good inspiration. And as you know, we both live in a van, and you're probably asking, do I need to live in a van to get good inspiration? And the answer is no, you actually don't. You can just look outside your front window or your front door, and there's trees everywhere all around the world, all different species. And I think that is like what makes a world special. For example, this is a coastal live oak. And these guys are situated down in Southern California, where Bean and I are from. And we thought, hey, let's just build these. We went backpacking, made a whole adventure out of it. And oh my gosh, it was so lovely. And now that they're in their world, we'll always be reminded, oh, we went backpacking and we found this in real life. And it just is a nice little memory. And I think adding that to your world is just, it makes it so personable. Over here at Beans Bay, you'll notice that every single tree is green. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think as it's fall, and it's cold out, I think adding some yellow trees into our world would absolutely be gorgeous. And I think it'll make for a good challenge because, like I said earlier, all of the leaves are green and there's absolutely zero yellow leaves in Minecraft, so we'll have to think of something special there. We need to get some seriously good inspiration because building yellow trees is really hard. All right, without further ado, let's go hop in the van and get some inspo.
Horses.
Horse-drawn carriage. All right, so after a little bit of driving, because if you kind of look around, for the most part, the trees are losing all their leaves. As of filming this, it's, I think, December 6th or something like that, so it's like the tail end of fall. So we've actually been kind of adventuring around trying to find a good yellow tree, and I think finally we found one. If we just look over there, look at it, right there. Oh my gosh, is that thing pretty or what? Looks like the last yellow tree, and it's not really the last one. We have these kind of like younger ones, but we want like a big one like that one back there. Also, what's cool is we get the leaves, we get like the color of the leaves, but then we also have the dead trees, so we can also get like the exact shape of all of the branches and stuff, which I think is really, really cool. So we should hike out to that tree over there and we should go get a closer look. So yes, let's go over there. We had our source of inspiration, but we need to get a closer look to pick our block palette. There it is! We're like halfway there and like we're just in this bush. Okay, so the tree's just right over there and it looks like it's pretty impassable, except for this tunnel that probably some cows cleared out. All right, look, we finally made it to this beautiful yellow tree. It took us a little bit, we were down in those bushes. Turns out we could have just driven here. Oh well, now that we're close enough to it and we can see all of its beautiful colors, let's pick a block palette. Looking at the reference, the trunk is very dark compared to the yellow of the leaves. So we'll be using dark blocks like nether brick walls, along with dark oak fences, fence gates, slabs, and trapdoors. We are also going to be using black glass panes as well, but don't worry, we will touch on that a little bit later. Despite the fact that nether brick is not a wood type, we're still choosing to use it because we are picking blocks based on color and not material. Next up, leaves. Now, it would be really simple if we were building a green tree, but we're going to have to get creative with our limited selection of yellow blocks. All right, what's up? I think I got my palette together and let's check it out. Okay, so this is the palette I want to use because all of the blocks here are not too overly saturated, I think. The yellow and the terracotta are like the brightest parts. You know, this little part is really bright and this part's dark. And I think that's like pretty realistic in trees because there's like shade and stuff. And then we have the bamboo slab just to, you know, make it not all full blocks, just to give a little bit of variation in there. It's more muted yellow. I think it works pretty well. And then coming down here, we have like the yellow terracotta and the yellow concrete. Yellow concrete goes pretty well with the wool. It's like a good, just like a base color, I think. And then the yellow terracotta is really nice because it's very dark, but it's still yellow. You know, some of the trees that are deeper in the tree have a little more shade on them and are maybe, you know, almost dead. And then you'll see here, I have some of the waxed exposed copper gray and some of the waxed exposed cut copper slab because I think could be cool to have, you know, as trees get older, some of their leaves start to turn orange and then fall off. So I think, you know, these two colors kind of go together well. So we'll see if we can pull it off. I just like this, you know, they got the holes in them. Maybe it's like leaves. Here are the blocks I didn't use. So the glass and the powder are pretty saturated. They're like very, I don't know, like the yellow is like, ooh, it's not the prettiest color. And then over here we have the honey block, and the honey block is pretty good. We used it in our aspens, and honestly, it's nice. But since we are building these in survival, our honey farm broke, and now I can't get them, so it's a little unfortunate. And then the honeycomb block I think is really nice, honestly. Its color is sweet. But these like kind of circular shapes, I don't know. And then over here we have the raw copper and then the gold. Oh, this is not the raw copper. This is the raw block of gold. We have these two blocks, and this block honestly is so nice. I think it just like has these dark spots, these super light spots. It's great. Pretty sure you have to go and you have to manually mine ore, and I'm not into that, so we're gonna pass on that. And then the block of gold, I don't know, you can farm this, but it just doesn't look that good with this kind of it's like perimeter around it. And then we have the bee nest, too hard to get. All right, now that we got our palette, let's go look at some trees so we can get some shaping in. While looking for trees, Bean and I stumbled upon this branch, and the tree itself was kind of jank, but this just part right here where they split is absolutely gorgeous. But this tree right here really caught my eye, so I'm going to kind of combine the two, and with that, let's get to shaping. All right, before we actually start building the tree, I just want to show you guys some quick block tech. So if you come behind us, if you get your wall, and then you get your glass, like I was saying earlier, you can actually, when you place the glass next to the wall, you'll see that it extends it. And this creates this like kind of 3/4 block shape. This is the goat. This is what carries the trees. When creating a tree, you want the branches to be like relatively smooth. So what I like to do is if I go 4, then I'll go 3, then I'll go 2, and then you can go 2 again, and then I'll go 1. And then you can connect them all up with glass. And then since the glass extends the wall just a little bit, it'll just get that really nice smooth shape. Since trees, when they get up like to this big, the branches start to get a little heavy. They'll go out like this, slowly start to go up like this, and then maybe they start to go down like that. And then I'll, you know, place trapdoors. Oh, maybe for this one I'll place a trapdoor, and then that. So you guys kind of see what I'm trying to do here. You're trying to like get very like smooth shape, because trees, like they don't really go like, if I were to go like 5, and then if I were to go like 4, or now let's go 3, and then 5 again, and then 2, and then 1. That shape is kind of jank. It's like trees are very imperfect things. Like there's no such thing as a perfect tree. It's just this shape, it's not as smooth as this. Like you're trying to get these very smooth lines leading up to this kind of area where the branch will start to get heavy and start to bend over. And I think, you know, this will look better than that. So I try not to go, you know, 3, 5, you know, 2, 3, 4, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, that rule can obviously, you know, that there's definitely some wiggle room there. I try to keep on the like the 4, 3, 2, 1 kind of deal. So with that knowledge, let's get into actually building some trees.
I wonder what's for dinner tonight.
Hey Bean, are you paying attention?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm paying attention.
All right, sweet man, let's go build some trees.
Oh.
So I got Bean here, and she's building.
I'm already going.
Yeah, you're already going, dude. Chomping at the bit. You're building this one, then I'm building that one. Oh, if you're wondering what we're using for the images, we're using Axiom annotation. And mine has 2 branches splitting off from this center branch.
How do you connect it?
Diagonally?
Yeah. Oh.
Extra glass. Yeah.
No
so,
way.
Okay, yeah, so wait. To
Like
do it,
that?
yeah, to do it diagonally, I go like this. I don't know if it's the best way. I've done it a few times. If anyone has a better way, I would love
Is that
to
real?
know.
It looks kind of funny with the black glass.
I think if you just build it more, it'll stop. I don't know if there's a better way. Yeah, dude, it's hard because like the reference image, you have to gauge where the branch is
yeah,
going.
I'm just guessing.
Like I'm seeing it like
It
you're building the
looks
right
funny.
one, and there's like 5, and they all just look like they're going straight up. But like if you make them all straight up, it'll be like very 2D. You know,
Yeah.
it'll be very flat.
But it
on
looks
one side.
bad from the front.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you're gonna have like other ones coming off
Oh,
of that. You know,
right,
you're gonna have
right.
like this one going to the right,
Yeah, that's what I
another
was
one
saying.
going down here to the right. You know, this just to give it a little more.
Wait, what'd you just do?
I added a block right here because it could be a little wider here. Because if this was just like this,
Oh, it looks funny.
And it looks like there's a big branch
Oh.
here and it like being supported by this little thing. I'd even maybe add like a shelf there potentially. Do shelf and then trapdoor.
Oh, I understand. Oh, because it gets skinny.
And it might look a little
No, I actually think it looks better.
so you can go like this, and then to create these like other branches coming out from this, I like to place like a fence gate, place like some of these.
Oh, good.
You know,
That's
just-
exactly what I was just wondering.
Like
Yeah.
get a little bit of shape there, and then to add like the really skinny parts.
I'm gonna need your help soon.
Okay, so are these done? Do you would you consider these done?
That was the help that I needed.
Okay. So
Wait.
see how like this branch it starts like goes like 2, and then it kind of like flattens out a little bit,
Huh?
like almost completely. Like it could go. You can probably do like something like this, and then to really smoothen it out slowly, and then you could place a few trapdoors, and then it could just be done at like 2.
What? How'd you do that?
And then it really smooths that out. And then since trees like all the branches start to break out at the end,
You like get rid of the.
you could add like another branch coming from this one.
Oh.
And now you have this pretty smooth shape.
Help with this. This is
This
actually the
chapter.
help that I needed.
Oh, like the 2 branches splitting from 1 branch.
Can't
So,
it just come off of this one and?
yeah, it kind of looks like it's coming from this one. I was gonna put it behind this one pretty quickly, go 1 1 1. If that looks weird, then you go the stair here. Ooh, not very good. You could go like this, and then since this one splits, it'd be cool to go like here. Since it's hard to have them go next to each other, you could just have one go diagonal, and then it's good. And then now you have 2.
Curves are harder than the up.
The curves are harder. Takes some like intuition to get that down. Even I'm not that good at it.
Yours is so much rounder than mine, actually. Wait, what?
Okay, so what I'm seeing is that we're facing north right now. East and west the branches are longer, but north and south the branches are shorter.
Oh.
Yeah.
So can you help me fix it?
You just have to build some bigger branches going north to south.
I did
Dang,
it.
You finished before me.
I-
It's so good.
Finished before you too. I can't believe I made it.
Split your tree. I can see the resemblance though.
Really?
Like if you kind of like line them up, like you can definitely see the resemblance. It's really
Whoa!
good. Dude.
It's like it's like the exact size.
Apples tutorial.
Yeah,
eh,
the
dude?
apple. Whoa, that was
Dude.
crazy. For reference, these are my trees that I've made in the past. They were
Yeah,
not
dude, serious level
Wow.
up, dude.
I haven't made a tree.
Oh my gosh, it's really nice.
Wow, I
dude.
haven't made a tree in maybe 6 months
And
because
then proceeds to just cook like the best.
because
one.
last time I made a tree, it was just so bad and it made me sad, so I gave up. Dang, bruh, I can't believe I made
pretty
this.
cool,
it's
right?
pretty good,
It
yeah.
looks pretty like from this angle. It looks.
Dude, yeah, I'm kind of
so
psyched.
cool.
I can't believe I made that. Dude, Apple's tutorial for real. Wow, I
No
can't believe
way.
I made it. I'm actually really excited about
Wow,
it.
man. That's so good. What? Oh my gosh, it's actually really good. So in my experience, leaves can either make or break a tree. So I highly recommend creating a copy of your skeleton tree. Okay, first a few things before Bean and I start placing leaves on our trees. The reference on the left of the tree that we found is a perfect example for leaf density. As you can see, the tree is still pretty full of leaves, but lots of light still shines through. Making a tree too dense with leaves is a problem I faced early on in my custom tree journey. I mostly avoid that problem by not placing leaves directly next to each other. This will be especially important since we are using full blocks and not leaf blocks. You can definitely be a little more relaxed with your leaf placements when using normal leaf blocks since they are transparent. If I were building a green tree, I would use darker blocks like spruce leaves closer to the trunk, and as I go up and out, I'll use lighter blocks like birch and azalea. Alright, enough yapping, let's get to leafing.
When do I not put them in, where do I not put the leaves?
You just don't want to have like this. Like if I had this, if this was like this, I wouldn't want this just big, blob of leaves. I would want to kind of clear it out a little bit.
No, on the branch, when does it stop?
You can make it go, you just do whatever you
So,
want.
I can put the leaf in here?
Yeah, I mean if you want to, but
But,
I
is
look at
that...
the reference, it's usually at the end of the branches, and then sometimes over here, you have one that's really close to the actual thing, so you just put a few down there. Not much to really say other than to just not have leaves touching each other and trust the process, With our reference pictures up, we started on the hardest part, the leaves. Bean and I took a little bit of a different approach to the leaves. She decided to take advantage of the Axiom tool replace mode, so you'll notice her tree is only yellow concrete for a while, whereas I like to do the texturing as I go. We work our way around the tree, making sure to refer to the reference picture frequently. As you can see, we're frequently taking a step back to look at our leaves. It's very important that you work from all angles. If one side gets neglected, it starts getting really weird really fast.
In my experience, starting is the hardest part. Placing the leaves is very unintuitive at first. My tree looked really silly for a while, but trusting the process is the hardest part. It's so easy to want to give up when you're only at the halfway point. What really helped me is to texture later so I could focus on one thing at a time. I found it pretty difficult to make the leaves fluffy looking, so Apples had to give me some advice. What really helped was to place a few blocks, then look at it from far away. The more I took a step back to look at it, the easier it was for me to know where to place the next leaves. As I wrapped up my tree shape, I moved on to where I struggled the most in building anything, texturing. Texturing is always very challenging for me. I find it confusing to know where the light is coming from, and I feel like I struggle the most with actually creating the gradients. It was really helpful to think about the sun high in the sky shining down on the tree. The darkest parts of the tree would be at the bottom and inside of the tree. After I finally understood the gradient, I decided I wanted to take a different approach to my leaves than Apples.
My tree took more of a lighter, fresher look. I used much more light colors than Bean. She did not use any glazed yellow terracotta. Her tree had much more copper than my tree as well, making it look further along in the season. She took a lot of inspiration from this tree, noticing that it was missing a lot of leaves already, but it still had one branch full of beautiful, bright yellow leaves.
In conclusion, the most important part is always trusting the process.
Alright, and that wraps up this tree tutorial video. I hope you learned something, because I think Bean clearly did. Quite the upgrade.
Definitely learned a lot. This was like the first time I've ever built a tree and not been like frustrated about it because I feel like it's weird looking. Like, I don't know, like your advice just like really helped me out, and
Thanks, man.
making this video has helped me, and hopefully it helps you as well.
Yeah, dude, this video was completely candid. That was just like me actually teaching Bean. So if it helps you, you guys should like and subscribe because we would greatly appreciate it. We actually made another one. Well, I made another one. And honestly, dude, Bean, yours is my favorite out of all of these three. Oh my gosh, yours is so lovely.
I
really
like the more dead look. I feel like it's a little more
It works well. It works
real.
really well. It's like a little more sparse
Mhm.
than mine, which I think I really like. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm so
nailed
happy
dude.
with
And
it.
they look good from all angles.
So pleased with it.
Mhm. All right.
And we'll be building these in the next episode in our Forever World, so stay tuned for that.
Yes, cue the outro.
Hey, you made it to the outro. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate you. Let's take a look at some builds made by our very talented Discord members. If you're interested in joining our Discord and having a chance to get your builds featured at the end of the next video, the link is in the description. We're super active on the Discord and we want to get to know you. Our Discord is also a great place to get feedback on your builds, ask for ideas, share reference pictures, and hang out. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, again, link is in the description.
If you liked what you saw in this vid, like and subscribe. It really helps us out. If you're interested in being able to download the world and explore it for yourself, YouTube members do have the access to the world download. And if YouTube memberships aren't your fancy, we are now also using Patreon. Links are in the description. Thank you for watching. We appreciate all of you.
Goodbye, Internet.